Hi guys, I'm Tor. Today's practice is going to be really good for anyone who has anxiety or just really needs to ground down and chill out a little bit. We're not going to need any props, but if you have any blankets laying around, they're going to be great just to sit on to kind of get a taller spine. Also good to cover up in shavasana. So whenever you guys are ready, we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to begin with our breathing first. So you can allow the eyes to close gently right now. Hands can be up for receiving or palms down for grounding, which might be good for today's practice. So as you start to settle into the body, allow the hips to sink down, shoulders roll on back. Bring the head back in space, allowing the chest to open up here and be broad. Take a moment. Start to reflect on what's going on in the mind. Maybe it's a little busy today. So just observing this and not judging. And then we'll start to bring our attention to the breath body here. So as you inhale, notice how the belly fills up. It's nice and soft here. And with the exhale, draw the navel towards the spine, getting a full release here. Breath. And try to focus in on this. The inhale, feeling expansion all across the chest, the belly. And exhale, feel yourself coming closer to yourself. So tuning in to these inner rhythms within the body. Notice how the shoulders lift towards the ears as you fill up with air. And with the exhale, sink closer down towards the hips. We'll spend a few moments here just grounding down with the breath. Maybe start to notice if the breath comes easy today, or perhaps it's a little stifled. But again, we're just observing, not judging. Beautiful yogis. So take a moment to observe how when we slow the breath, the mind might also quiet down. There is this relationship with the mind and the breath. They kind of work together. So using this in our practice to turn the mind off and just be and move. Next time you inhale, slowly blink the eyes open, taking the world in, finding a moment here. With your next inhale, we'll open the arms out and above, taking a full breath in. Exhale, float the palms down. And we'll find this a few more times, getting into the shoulder girdle, warming ourselves on up. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, dropping it all down. And we'll start to bring the spine into this. So as we inhale, arms lift, bring the gaze above head. Exhale, draw the gaze down, arms come down with it. So using the whole upper body to move and groove. Yoking movements with our breath. Next time the hands lift on up, we'll interlace the hands above our head, floating the palms towards the ceiling. Take a nice inhale here, finding a lift, maybe shimmying the ribs up a little bit more. Exhale, start to fold the hands forward, finding a nice round in the spine. As you inhale, dragging the hands back on up, warming up the spine just a little bit more here. Next time we lift on, We'll go ahead and bring the right hand to cross over so that it meets the left knee, taking the left arm behind us. Find an inhale here, lifting. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. See if you can guide it back in space, breathing in between the collarbones. We'll start to take the chin towards the left collarbone. Breathe into the right side of the neck. We'll spend a few moments here as our twists require a little bit more time. So see if you can keep on lifting with the inhale and gently guiding yourself over, but we're not forcing anything here. On our next inhale, we'll bring the head to center and then to the opposite collarbone, breathing into the opposite side of the neck. We'll keep the head towards center and lift the arms on up. Finding length one more time, maybe finding a little back bend here. And as we exhale, we'll find the twist on the opposite side. Right hand comes behind the spine. Left hand outside that right knee. Once again, see if you can lift the chest active. And then bring the gaze over towards the right shoulder, flows behind you. Once again, we'll bring the chin to top of the shoulder. Observe here if one side's a little bit tighter than the other. Come back to the breath. On our next inhale, we'll guide the head to center and then to the opposite side. Keeping the chin on tucked in. When the inhale comes to you, arms lift. One more time, shimmying the ribs up towards the sky. And then we'll start to work with our forearms a little bit here. So we'll start to flash the palms open and closed here. Multiple times. Seeing how quickly you can move. Keep on going. Take another inhale and exhale. Drop the arms in front. Keep on pulsing the hands. This is great if you're on a computer all day. We're almost done, I promise. We'll take the hands behind us and continue with this. Keep that chest lifted. Keep a smile on your face. Great, one more inhale, you can stay with it, and with your exhale that follows, release the arms on down. Take a moment to see what we just did here in our arms. Beautiful, and we'll keep on moving. So we'll start to send the shoulders up towards the ears and then back in space here, getting to a nice shoulder opening. And let's see if we can really break this down. So moving as slow as possible here. You can envision yourself in quicksand. So really taking and observing what muscles are being used. We'll do this a few more times. And then we'll start to go the other way. One side or one direction might be easier than the other. A few more rounds. We'll release the arms on down, and with our next inhale, bring the arms back up, gaze comes up. Finding an inhale, with the exhale, we'll bend the right elbow down towards the spine. You can use the left hand to guide the elbow more down the back. Opening up the chest space here. See if you can bring the elbow back in space and then down, but not forcing or crunching at all. See if you can cultivate presence within the body, listening to what it needs to tell you. And as we're here, see how the breath comes easier. The chest is lifted so the lungs have more room to fill up and expand. So taking advantage of this, really take a deep inhale, a complete exhale. We'll spend a few more moments here. Beautiful. With our next inhale, release both arms up towards the sky, and then we'll invite the opposite arm left down towards the spine. Again, see if you can invite it back in space and down the spine. You can use the head to push back into the bicep. Keeping with our breath. One more time, we'll go ahead and lift both arms up towards the sky and release it on down. Notice all this openness across the chest, and we'll continue to open up our lower body here. So we'll go ahead and come onto all fours. You can move the blankets if you have them in the way. We're going to have our hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll start to come into a cat-cow, working with the spine first. So as we inhale, drop the belly down towards the earth, gaze comes forward. Take a moment here, taking this expression in. With the exhale, send the spine up towards the sky, finding another moment of stillness. And then we'll start to flow, so bringing the belly down, the heart comes between the biceps. Breath in, breath out. Make this little arch with your spine, and head can drop. So see if you can move with the breath, allowing the mind to turn off here. And do a few more rounds. See if you can relish this. Beautiful. We'll start to come to stillness here, so maybe making the movements a little more subtle, finding stillness. We're going to take the hands and just walk them about an inch in front of us. Knees can come out a little bit wider than how they were. We're going to start to pour our weight into the right hand, coming forward, then into the left hand. Then we're going to send the torso back in space towards the knees, coming into these rotations here. So as we inhale, coming forward, and as we exhale, bringing it back in space. And see yourself in quicksand, so really moving slow, getting intimate with the body. You might notice that places you never even knew existed are tight or sore. So just being there for that, breathing into that space, bringing our life, our prana back into the body. And make this expression yours. If you have tight shoulders, maybe spend more time up front. If the hips are talking to you, maybe stay back there. And we'll start to go the other way. This is one of my favorite things to do in the morning. Wakes up the whole body, the spine, the legs, the hips. Great, we'll do a few more yogis. Slowly our circles will get a little bit smaller, a little slower. We'll take the hands on in, knees come right underneath those hips once again. With our next inhale, extend the right leg nice and long behind you, keeping that foot flexed. Take a nice inhale, breathing all the way to the heel, to the crown of your head. And then we'll start to find circles here. Tracing it with the heel, getting into the hip socket. Feel the core kicking an arm in to support the leg. And we'll start to go the other way once again. Start to invite the sensation of heat here. As we're using our body, using our muscles. A few more, you can do it. We'll go ahead and release the right leg on down. Once again, we'll find space between the knees. We'll just send the torso back to be received by the calves. Arms extend in front of us for a child's pose. Allow the forehead to be received by the earth. Maybe guiding it across, massage on the forehead, rolling from side to side. Anytime we're resting our forehead onto the earth, we're letting the parasympathetic nervous system know everything's okay. We're grounding down, we are safe, we are received. So just taking a moment to be. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, coming back to all fours and preparing for the next side. So this time we'll take the left leg, extending it nice and long behind us. Keep that foot flexed. Maybe finding a lift here. And once again, we'll find those circles. Bring the heel up and around. And keep the head lifted here. The skull and the neck is all part of the spine, so keeping this integrity from the base of our spine all the way up to our necks. We can start to go the other way. Maybe noticing if one way is a little bit harder than the other. Few more here. We'll go ahead and release the left leg down towards the earth. And we'll go ahead and crawl on down so that we lay on our backs here. We'll do a few more things to open on up. Okay. So allow the spine to ground on down. Heels are going to be about hips distance apart, so you can measure that with 2 fists. Once again, keeping the hands grounded into the earth. As you inhale, see if you can lift the hips about an inch off the earth, engaging through the thighs and the calves here. As you exhale, release the lower body down towards the earth. Then every time we inhale, we're just going to lift just a little bit more. Exhale, allow yourself to fall back towards the earth. So finding the flow here. Moving with the pace of your breath. And we'll keep on working until the hips come about to knee height, or a little bit lower rather. Once you come to your highest point, we'll hold for a few breaths, so really root down through the heels, maybe finding an extra lift here. We can interlace the hands underneath the back and come onto the shoulders, finding a lift in the chest, breathe. Let's see if we can do one more breath cycle. Full breath in, and with our exhale, and are releasing the hands, lowering the spine on down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Countering the movement here that we just did. You can find some rocking motions from side to side or forward and back, allowing the lower back to receive, release. Great. So we'll go ahead and release the left leg long here. We'll take our hands and interlace them around the shin, finding a few circles, still getting into the hip space. We'll start to go the other way. Awesome. And the next inhale comes to you, find stillness, and with the following exhale, see if you can guide that right knee across the torso, coming into a twist here. Release the arms long into a T. Gaze comes in the opposite direction of the knee, if that's okay for you. Spend a moment here, inviting the breath from the base of our spine all the way to the crown of the head. Using the whole body to take in breath and to release it. We'll go ahead and roll into center. Give that knee one more big squeeze. Sending some gratitude to the body. And we'll go ahead and switch sides. So this time, left knee comes on in. We'll find those nice circles once again. We'll start to go the other way. Moving nice and slow. That inhale will come to stillness. Give yourself a squeeze. Then use the right hand to guide that knee across the torso until it meets the earth. Allow the arms to open up and receiving. And come into this space of ease. Allow the chest to receive your breath. Feeling heavier and heavier with every exhale. So we'll go ahead and come back to center. One more time, we'll hug both knees into the chest. See if you can lift the head to meet the knees. Taking a moment here, and exhale, lower the top body down, release both legs to the corners of the mat here. Arms come about 45 degrees away from the body, hands reaching up or facing the ceiling. Before we get lost in our shavasana, taking a body scan, maybe comparing how you felt before our practice to after. Tuning into the sensations of the body. Allow the eyes to close and feel yourself release.